Hey everyone, my name is Alex and welcome to another Civilization 6 video. In today's video we're going to be reacting and giving some analysis on Kublai Khan. I've spent about half an hour, 40 minutes just putting something together with things you may have missed or may have kind of gone over your head a bit, plus some tips on how he's going to play with both of these civilizations. So yeah, we'll start by doing an overview of his unique ability, then we'll mention him in regards to China especially, and then in regards to Mongolia especially as well. So yeah, let's dive in. Kublai Khan's unique ability is Garage. Now this provides one extra economic policy slot in any government, and it also grants a random Eureka and Inspiration when establishing a trading post in another civilization city for the first time. So let's split this up into two. So firstly, an extra economic policy slot. This, in my opinion, is fantastic. Economic policy slots, apart from wildcard policy slots, obviously, are the strongest policy slot in the game. So having an extra one of these, especially in the early game, is going to be really, really useful. And yeah, as we'll talk about in a second, there's ways you can make even more of this. So the second part of it, the Eureka and Inspiration when establishing a trading post in another civilization city for the first time. A key note to make on this is that they only activate once for each civilization. This was mentioned in the video, but you maybe missed it or whatever. So you can only get one of these Eurekas or Inspiration per civilization. So it's going to pay to actually probably play a bigger game as Kublai Khan, because you'll have more civilizations to send your trade routes to for the first time. So what kind of tip would I give on this? Well, make sure you are researching the appropriate civics and technologies such as foreign trade and currency in order to get traders and commercial hubs and make the most of this bonus, because pretty much both of these are going to be at their best when you're using economic policy slots which boost trade routes. So yeah, make sure you're doing that and getting enough commercial hubs out to get extra trade routes, etc, etc. Now, before we jump into the specific civs, one point I want to make is that Kublai Khan is a pretty perfect fit for when you are playing as the Isles of Minerva in the Secret Society game mode. The economic policies, the economic bonuses Kublai Khan gets, in addition to the economic bonuses the Isles of Minerva get, are going to be really, really strong. For example, the initiation bonus alone with the Isles of Minerva gives +1 economic policy slot. So if you join the Isles of Minerva early on in the game, you're going to have 3 economic policy slots early on in the game, playing as Kublai Khan and as the Isles of Minerva, which is very, very good, and it's going to allow you to be quite flexible in what you put in there. Another thing to mention is that, like I said, you're going to be trying to build commercial hubs with Kublai Khan just because of the trade route bonuses he sort of gets. So getting the Gilded Vault with the Isles of Minerva is going to be an even bigger bonus for you if you're playing as Kublai Khan. I thought it was worth mentioning that because I know a lot of people love the game modes like myself, and when I did my big review, they're very fun, so I expect a lot of people are still playing with them on. So let's talk about the individual civilizations here. I don't want to touch too much on them before we kind of do a roundup and give some final quick tips. But with China, overall you're going to want to play China with a strong economy whilst focusing on science and culture. Again, if you're playing with the Isles of Minerva, that would work very, very well with Kublai Khan and China, so maybe consider trying that out at some point. Regarding China's bonuses in particular, Eurekas for China provide 50% bonus instead of 40%, so obviously Kublai Khan's trade route Eureka Inspiration thing is going to be very useful because they'll get 50% instead of 40%. And a final quick tip, and I think it mentioned this in the video, but the Trade Confederation policy card unlocked by researching the Mercenary Civic will give your trade routes +1 science and culture. If you can get that +1 science and culture from your trade routes with China, that is playing to China's strength, so you really want to focus on doing that. So moving on to Mongolia, a couple of things I want to mention. Essentially, what you're going to be doing with Kublai Khan is making more out of a strategy you were probably already using. The kind of base start strategy for Mongolia seems to be get some trade routes, send them to a city. That will give you a trading post very, very quickly as Mongolia because you don't have to wait for the trade route to finish before getting the trading post. This trading post then gives you an extra level of visibility or diplomatic visibility in the city, and then because Mongolia gets a combat bonus for extra levels of diplomatic visibility, you send your army there and cause chaos. Essentially what's going to happen here with Kublai Khan is you're probably still going to do the same thing. You're going to use trade routes to get diplomatic visibility and to fund your army and send your army there with a combat bonus. But instead, what you're going to do as well is get that inspiration and eureka from his bonus. So it's very, very similar. One thing I would like to say, which has changed here for Kublai Khan, is that with Mongolia, he will get that eureka and inspiration a lot quicker than with China, because I believe Mongolia completes the trade route, gets the trading post right at the start of the trade route, doesn't have to wait the whole 30 turns or however long to get the trading post. So you will get those eurekas and inspirations earlier within a trading route with Mongolia. Essentially, what you want to do is use Kublai Khan's bonuses, the extra economic policy slot, and sensibly pick economic slots to boost your trade route yields. And essentially, Mongolia is still going to be a very strong early and middle game civilization. You're still going to use it domination-wise. You're still going to be very dangerous and very scary to anybody on your borders. So overall, Kublai Khan seems quite balanced in my opinion. I do not think he is super strong. I like that he brings a bit of a different dynamic to two civilizations, and I've been saying this for a long time. More alternate leaders is a fantastic idea. I hope they do a full expansion dedicated to them so we can play civs across the game from all different parts of the world and history in slightly different ways. But overall, I think Kublai Khan looks very good. I think his mechanics seem very interesting, and I'm looking forward to trying him out. I think this Thursday when the new Frontiers Pass 5 releases. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you want to see another one of our Civ 6 videos, then check out the video in the box on screen right now. Make sure you let me know what you think to Kublai Khan down in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex, and I will see you in another video soon.